Okay, we're here at the Monster Mopar weekend in Indianapolis. It's September 24th, 2011. Got some downtime here, so I thought maybe we'd do a little meet the world's fastest Little Red Express. Show you a little bit of the truck besides just going down the track. So it is an original Little Red Express. It's a 79. When my dad bought it in '92, it was a wreck. A guy won it in a poker match and then my dad bought it off of him for a couple $100 and restored it back to street condition. When he got it, the front end was all torn off and it had a 318 in it. Body was rough. A lot of the stuff was still there. The stacks were there. The emblems were on the doors, but they were pretty rough. All the wood is original. The bed is not original. So he restored it back to a street truck with a 360 in it. We started racing in London, Ontario in a street class. Kind of got hooked on it. Ever since then, it's just been a progression. It's been almost 20 years now that we've been racing it. Next year will be 20 years. So now it's with a 440 in it. We dropped it in the late 90s. It was running about 12 seconds then. It's got a 9-inch rear end in it, strange pot, aluminum strange pot with 4/5/6 gears. Runs a 29.5-inch tire. The stacks are not functional right now, but my dad has rigged up some 4-inch pipes that'll run through it. We've only tried it once with it on it. It heated the motor up pretty good, I guess, the restriction of the flow. So the rear bed is not the original wood, but it's just one sheet of oak plywood basically with the straps on it. Still pretty heavy. The truck weighs 3,700 pounds with a driver in it. Gas tank has been moved into the back under there. Fuel pumps, 2 Holly Blue fuel pumps, filter. The battery is back behind the rear end. Still the stock factory leaf springs. I'll show you what we've done if we can see it in the dark here. He's got one heavy, there we go. He's got one heavy truck spring that is mounted to the rear end under the shackle there, under this shock support, and it just comes up and it's hits right on there on the shackle mount. And I just noticed there now that one of these things has come off, so I got to get a nut and fix that. That's interesting. There's the strange rear end drive shaft. We'll see. I don't know how much you'll see. Drive shaft loop. 727 rear end, ATI converter. I think it's about a 5,000 stall. I'll pause it here and I'll open up the door. Or I guess I'll go around the other side and open the door. Today I'm running in an 11.0 index class, and Dad's running in a no box gamblers race, and then there's a pro class tomorrow that he'll run in. So as far as the interior, factory dash, factory door panels, nothing really been cut out of the truck. It's actually got the factory seat mounts. We just have these fiberglass racing seats, Monster Tack, B&M ratchet shifter. That's the office right there. So I'll pull the hood off. I'll pause it and pull the hood off, and then we'll look under there. Okay, there's the power plant. So, first things first, what's with all the hosing and ductwork on this thing? You'd think it was a HVAC system. So, we put that cowl hood on it 2 years ago, and we think that it was starving for air at the top end. What I've learned about cowls is there's very specific dimensions that they have to have around the windows to make them work. I talked to some guys that have just put holes in the front of their cowl to let air in. I didn't really want to do that. I thought it would look cheesy. So we made these ducts that come in through the grill, and they come out through the pipes and they go up into the cowl, and then there's a couple elbows up inside that cowl that blow the air back. And I got a little piece of duct tape as a flag, and you can actually just rolling along at probably 20-30 mile an hour, the flag is stuck straight out, so there is lots of air coming in through those ducts. Still, the back is open as well. We might do something next year where we get rid of that ugly looking plate, and I make like a one-piece box that mounts right onto the carbs and has the ducts and everything on it as well. So, engine 440, 60 over, just stock stroke and bore. Well, except the 60 over. No stroker kit on this thing. So it's two 750s, double pumpers, Welland tunnel ram intake, Indy aluminum heads. They're an old head design for Indy. They're called the 440 SRs. Now I think the SRs are a different billet head. Those are cast aluminum. 440 block. We had a monster block, which is what they use for the Hemis and the 440 super stockers and stuff. A really thick bore, really nice block, and we punched a hole in the side of it. So it's sitting in the shop. Hopefully someday get repaired. But this one's held together ever since, so we've been lucky. CSI aluminum water pump. The fuel delivery system, so it comes up from the back of the truck into a Y down there, up into two regulators, and then the two regulators feed the carbs. Custom headers, because they don't make a fender well header for a Dodge truck. So this is the second generation header that we had. We cut up a set of E-body headers and had them fit, but they were a mess. So these flow really nice. They work really well. That's about all I can think of. MSD distributor. We've been fighting a really bad bog all year, so we had a digital 6 MSD ignition box, but we've switched back to our old Crane high 6 box, and it's been working, so we're leaving it alone. That distributor is a nice piece though. Mallory coil. So we're running 11.0s, 1090s. Ran a 96 yesterday and a 99, and then some 11.0s. We're down on power. The dyno video shows it made 565 at the wheels, which doesn't lie, but I think we're down a bit on power because the valve springs are getting pretty old and probably tired, so they're gonna come out and be checked. But they haven't been checked. They haven't been changed for 5 or 6 years, 5 years, so they're probably worn out. A lot of guys say they should be changed every couple years because of the strength. So we got a little alternator as well. We used to charge this thing after every run, but we got an alternator the last couple years because Dad the battery died at a couple events in the staging lanes right before he was going to run. So that's a major piss off. So now it charges itself, but we still put the charger on it after every run just to top up the battery, make sure everything is good. So that's it. That is the world's fastest Litoret Express, except it's not very fast right now, but it'll go back into the low 10s or mid 10s. So that's it. We're gonna do some more racing here. Thanks for watching. Bye.